Hello, welcome all. We're here for Pick League number 14. That's right, we're here for the Division 1 match. It's been requested, and of course, when it is requested, it is done by myself, Tobi Wan here for behalf of CyberGamer TV. It is New World Order going up against the DTS. DTS, we did cover them just the other night with a bit of a different roster change, and they did kind of get their ass whooped by MYM. Will it be different tonight? Who knows? New World Order, they're not the complete World Order just yet. They are still finding their own feet as well. Can DTS get used to the new lineup? Have they done some mid-strats? Who knows? We are about to find out anyway. So without further ado, let's jump ourselves straight into the game. Just of course, so you know, this is a replay shoutcast, hence we don't have all the little perks and tweaks that we normally have during a live stream one, but we do get to actually speed up during the bans and picks. That is one upside of this game. So we will actually run through this one. New World Order playing for the Sentinel side. DTS will be playing for Scourge. NS, funnily enough, actually being the captain, the ban and picker for this one. I think that's a little bit different. Haven't seen that much from DTS. Anyway, Puppy will be our captain, which we would normally expect from the New World Order, as he will be doing all the bans and the picks. Even just seeing the pings actually coming up. Nice, actually, pings coming up there. Maximum ping 74 for Azen. So, yeah, New World Order pinging up the highest. And then 40 is actually nearest to him. So, no excuses of lag for the last hitting. Well, unless you spike, then you can basically, yeah, just like me. By the way, you would have also noticed I'm actually here by myself again for this shoutcast. For the main reason that, yeah, they're all asleep. I only just got home from work again. But of course, what else do you want to do when you get home from work? You go, you know what? New World Order, DTS, they played a match last night. That might actually be worth shoutcasting. So we will actually have a look at it. New World Order, Puppy will be the captain for that one, as I said before. He has banned out Pugna, Necrolite, as well as the Bat Rider. DTS removing Visage, Morphling, a consistent ban now. Even though this is actually the old 6.69C version, he is still banned. Ethereal Blade, grrr. If you don't know what that is, watch a couple of the other shoutcasts. You can check them out on the CyberGamer Network YouTube channel, and you'll find out exactly why he's banned. Alchemist also taken out the picks. Puppy instantly picking up as the first pick, the Vengeful Spirit. A standard first pick for any team, really. VS is just one of those great heroes with a command aura, the Raw to drop down the armor as well. And then, of course, your Magic Missile and Swap, which is one great for positioning, second great for initiation, and just literally sets up everything for the team. Another great setup is, of course, ES, the Earthshaker. He will be in the lineup as well. Windrunner also joining, so Windrunner, a great counter to any tri-lane. More than likely, you're going to see the tri-lane. Even DTS has kind of announced that one with Clockwork Goblin being their first pick. Clockwork Goblin, one of those heroes known as being the same as Windrunner. Windrunner able to use a power shot to counter the tri-lane, where Clockwork Goblin uses his rocket, and he'll have tons of rockets too with the CM aura now coming out for DTS. CM and Invoker also coming up, so Invoker will have more mana than what he actually needs to spam up all of his abilities. The Crystal Maiden, though, is definitely one of those heroes which we have seen played in very different ways recently. Obviously, she used to be known for basically her aura. The aura did get nerfed slightly, dropped off about maybe 20% of the regen across the field. I believe it was 20%. We can always check that one later. But yes, remove that 20% or whatever aura regen from the field, and basically now she's more an aggressor. She has a Frost Nova. She has her little Frost Cone. Can't remember the name of that one, but Ice Cube, we're going to call it. Nice, right? She's not a black rap singer, but it is an Ice Cube. So he basically got a stun and a damage dealing slow, which did actually get a little more damage as well. So when she lost a little bit of a mana regen, they buffed up the damage from the Frost Nova. So it kind of balanced itself out. Now she's becoming a little bit more aggressive in her support role. So I look to see her really trying to work as an aggressive force in that tri-lane. Who's going to join it? We'll find out very soon as we see the last of the bans coming out with New World Order adding Enigma and Witch Doctor to the ban pool. And also Shadow Fiend has been removed here by DTS. Very smart ban of late too. Shadow Fiend has just been a big power in the waters. But then again, not a massive power. But also interesting to actually see them take out DOTA as well. Now, there's two reasons I can think of this one. One, remove the AdG carries. And instantly New World Order said, screw that, we're gonna take Potom. We're still gonna have our range AdG carry. But to remove Shadow Fiend does remove the presence of the Dark Lord, which does actually stack with the VS's command aura and then the Roar on top of it. So remove those guys so they actually can't couple up together. Medusa banning themselves, interesting one to actually do that one. They want to remove her to remove that tanky AdG carry, even though now they've just picked up the Dwarven Sniper, who is literally just known for his insane amount of damage, but he is one of the very few great AdG carries left in the pool, or at least the pool which everyone likes to pick from. And he was the fourth one coming out. Beastmaster is the fifth and last pick here by the New World Order, and at this point we'll actually slow ourselves down to number one. Give me a little bit more time to speak about this one. But you look at DTS's lineup. We've literally got 3 range, 1 melee so far, so you can pick up another melee or range, doesn't really matter with these guys. But you actually have Clockwork Goblin for a great initiation. Look for his ultimate to really jump himself in there, pop the cogs, and use those rockets to keep vision on the entire map. That's going to be needed. Invoker can then use his Sunstrike for different areas and keep that harassment going as well. It is 2 great range harassments you can actually pull out from these 2 heroes, while CM is supporting, giving the mana back as well. Dwarven Sniper is going to be soloing up that mid, try and get as much farm on him as possible. He will be going up against Beastmaster in the middle. Unless I try something a little bit different, we have seen Potom actually solo the middle a little bit as well, so that might be an option for them. For the New World Order, and we see Shen come out as the last hero for DTS. So they are going to claim a lot more from those neutrals, of course, Shen can pick up, which gives you a multitude of abilities that can come out from them. The biggest thing I think for DTS now, though, is they can run 2 solos. So you look to see Invoker, CM, and Shen, and there they actually, I was expecting them to go straight towards the top lane. There goes the game, just lagging up very, very briefly. That's just because Invoker's resources get loaded, as you saw up on the screen there. Shen and Invoker and CM, I'd expect to actually go towards the top lane, but Dwarven Sniper is actually heading up there. NS is still, there she goes, heading up towards the top, so they might look for an early gank here. With Dwarven Sniper does have that shrapnel ability very, very early on, which allows him to actually slow everyone down. Heading towards the middle lane is just Shen. Might even be very, very cheeky and go into the Sentinel neutrals, but we'll see out later. And what a rocket! Right over the top of 4 heroes looking for a gank. New World Order heading straight towards the top. So you got Beastmaster VS. You can see the pings actually going out across the screen as well. They're wanting to actually notify them of all of this one. And, well, CM will actually hide, maybe a little bit around the tree. He's just going to hog onto the tower, and there's actually hiding in the tree. So Light will be going solo top here for DTS. NS will be the CM support. Off pops another rocket, and straight, no, didn't actually get the vision on the ES, VS, and Potom, who are still heading up towards the top. CM, be careful. Oh, if she gets this timing wrong, I would literally want to kick myself at how cautious she's already been. But they will actually have the tri-lane of Potom, VS, and ES. So that's Puppy on ES, Miracle on the VS, and Azan on the Potom. Potom actually blocking in his own teammates. I think that's actually completely on purpose, but doing it nonetheless. Ward's now being dropped off. First ward already off here by New World Order to keep tabs and actually stop that creep camp from spawning. That ward does actually stop that, but it does allow you to see when a hero moves around the side. And CM wants to use these trees here to harass from the side to these 3 heroes on the lane, but that is not going to be able to happen, especially considering Haste Rune spawns on the top. Miracle as well as Puppy are ready to attack here. So Haste Rune now picked up. V is going to look for that initiate on Invoker, who's actually going to go solo in the middle lane here. So Beastmaster will look for the initiation. In comes VS from behind. Look for the magic missile, doing a little bit of damage first, and now comes the fissure. Great work there by New World Order. They knew exactly what they had to do with ES and VS. The roam is important. The rune control is going to be even more important here for DTS. They can't let that happen. A little bit sloppy not to actually have a ward or something keeping tabs on that first rune. If I remember the match against NYM I think maybe got 80%, if not 90%. It'd be great if we actually had a stats thing for that one of the runes on the map. There's actually wards finally up here, so the wards have actually been placed a little bit later there by Shen. I think he came in just a little bit after he placed the ward on the bottom lane. Obviously not soon enough, but still, ward is up there now, so they can keep tabs a lot more on the movement of that ES and VS between the lanes, which is so important for them. But Beastmaster up to level 2, and Invoker's got a little bit to catch up here, and Invoker does need to level fast. Ooh, Dwarven Sniper almost getting caught out there. If VS wanted to have a crack at it, he could have. He has got a couple of clarity potions to make sure he can regen his mana as fast as he can, especially in that transition between the lanes. So the lane transition doesn't become completely useless. You can regen your mana on the walk, even though you're not getting XP. You're ready to fight when you actually get there. NS actually going for the counter wars now, so NS voted as the #1 support hero from the Ghosty Gamers, so it actually posted up very recently. As looks like Dread just claiming a couple of creeps. He's going to claim a Satyr as Dwarven the Sniper coming in to give a bit of a hand. Interesting to see Dreadnought going down towards that bottom lane. Would it be a good idea with Windrunner going solo against that Clockwork Goblin? So the 2 solos, I said, which are good for countering a tri-lane, are actually just going up against each other as carry solos, which wouldn't be a bad idea for DTS. If Clockwork Goblin does get beefed up, you get yourself a Blade Mail, pop off the cogs after ulting in, and you can deal a hell of a lot of damage. So it is a great way of actually playing. If he can get that much farm, well, that's going to be up to him. He is melee versus range, and Windrunner will be quite happy to harass him back. And you've got to be careful too. The second Windrunner wants to pop that shackle shot, follow up with the power shot, and then when she pops level 6, the focus fire, which does deal amazing amounts of damage if you can't get away fast enough. Then again, Clockwork Goblin's not a mug. He can move himself in there and actually take it. like a man. And there you see that rocket just being used to get those last hits off there, as well as harass Windrunner down. Now trying to play on the sides, and there we go. Mini stun's actually going off, and this is what Windrunner had to be careful of. She is very, very squishy. If Clockwork Goblin does actually close that range, then it's trouble. But ES is down here. The invis goes off. The fissure was almost out of placement, but Clockwork Goblin is locked in. Uses another rocket, tries to bring down Windrunner. Now he pops the cogs. ES is very, very low level compared to this, compared to the Clockwork Goblin. It won't be enough, but ES is actually caught by the creep wave. He's locked by his own wave. Oh, puppy. Oh, the mercy, humility, and whatever else you want to use a word to describe. Nincompoop actually puts it the best way. Poor puppy, locked in by his own creep wave. The Scourge wave was following him behind, and wow. The kill actually does get to go, I believe, to Clockwork Goblin. He doesn't get the XP, but he gets the gold, so he doesn't lose out in that one. But great cogs actually coming out from the Clockwork Goblin to try and stay on top of that one. It was almost enough, but the creep wave, you wouldn't have expected to encompass that ES so closely. And, well, that is definitely not friendly. And, well, back to Clockwork Goblin on the bottom lane. He just instantly just comes in there, keep the farm up there. Back to full mana and HP. Off goes the rocket. And that rocket does deal a hell of a lot of damage as it goes up in the levels. And it is something to be very, very cautious of, Windrunner, because 3 rockets can actually bring her down to maybe 100 HP. And then Clockwork Goblin, if he's level 6, just jump on the back, throw down the cogs, and it's very, very hard to actually keep up from that one. So that's what Windrunner's going to be careful of, and this is why Clockwork Goblin is a great counter towards any lane you actually go up against, because he does have that range harass, which can use for the last hits on the creeps as well. That if the heroes from the opposition get too close, then they cop the damage as well. And Clockwork Goblin actually able to get in very, very close there. Windrunner just taking the time to actually focus on a little bit further. Clockwork Goblin actually trying to come in a little closer. Now pops off his little charges. See the little puffs coming up from behind him. He does get in close enough to get 2 of the hits, 2 of the charges to actually hit, but Windrunner not even caring, really. She copped 2 of them and didn't take that much damage, up to level 6 now, so won't be too concerned about that one. Back in towards the middle, Beastmaster up to level 5, Invoker also up to level 5 as well. We'll check out that CS score very, very soon. Top lane looks like it's actually diving past the moment. Bottom is moving the wave back past the creep wave, and Dwarven Sniper getting hit very, very hard from the tower. Will have to do nothing but TP back there. Oh, no, Healing Slav is in the mix, so she's all okay. But the Centaurs, with that Endurance Aura actually going across there, does give a lot more pushing power, giving the extra buff across the Aura. There she is. So basically has an increased attack rate, so actually can basically bring down the tower as fast as possible he can. But yeah, just keep your eyes open very, very closely for when they actually try and push through with Shen's full army. At the moment, Shen's only running, well, he's actually tagging it up there. The Centaurs are the great things, because they can actually get that stomp off as well, which does buy them that time, especially if Dwarven Sniper needs a little bit more time to do a bit more damage. But he'll try and actually grab, if he can, one of those Satyrs as well. For the main reason, actually burn the mana off. So if you can burn the mana off VS, it means no swap, no magic missile. If you're not ready for that too, you like the Roar goes off and you think you initiate, you swap him, then all of a sudden your mana burned and you can't actually get that magic missile off, which is the general combination you get from VS. Swap, magic missile, and then run yourself back out of there while they're actually stunned and your allies do the damage. That's the general way a VS will actually engage. Either that or just die on the spot and just do as much damage as you possibly can. Of course, the second is not the most preferred option. Top lane being pushed back out here again. Here's the CM, that's what I'm talking about before. There's that Frost going off. It must only be level 2 and doing a small amount of damage. The Frost current goes off too. Shrapnel goes off. Bottom should die, but no, the Starfall comes down. The extra fall was enough. Dwarven Sniper Assassinate goes off, Asin goes down, and now VS can be very, very careful. Or no, he does not. Shen was too late coming in from the side. I suspect him to actually be there sooner. And Dwarven Sniper does lose his life, but Bottom and Dwarven Sniper both taking a fall. It was 2-for-1 trade on that top though. As you see, the save game comes out. Luckily, because it's a replay, we don't stop for anything. That's right, you can't stop this train. Are you ready for this? You better be. Top lane now can actually push themselves out. Still no army from Shen here, so that Centaur must have actually lost its time off, but he'll keep that harassment going on that top lane. Roar is off, so the creep wave will die a lot sooner. CM comes in, Frost goes off, trying to damage that Bottom off. Bottom actually leaping almost into that crevice. It's a bit of a glitch when you actually get in there. VS up to level 6, be very, very careful of that swap. If they can get that communication, which I know New World Order can actually do, they'll arrow it off and then swap him straight into the arrow. And that is basically an insta stun, and it holds you there for a very long time, especially when VS can couple it up with a magic missile. Bottom now coming a little bit closer. You've got to be very, very careful. Dwarven Sniper quite happy to spam that assassination out there too. Very, very low cooldown. I think it's only like 30-40 seconds on the cooldown for the assassination. Oh, Clockwork Goblin farming the bottom lane, actually pushing this tower. Rock